Hey guys, and welcome on into the second episode of Props from Terry. I'm Terry, ready to give you guys some props. I've got some more home run props, as well as CFL player prop and a CFL team total for today's games. Make sure to hit that like button. If you guys cashed with me yesterday, or if you just enjoy the videos, make sure to hit that like button. And again, if you guys cashed, hit the subscribe button. Help grow the channel. We've been growing every day. So thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed already. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. With that being said, we will start with a quick recap of what happened yesterday. So we'll jump into that now. Pete Crow Armstrong had a really bad game yesterday. Despite a heavy wind blowing out in Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong, I believe he had 4 pop-ups. He just wasn't quite able to hit the ball the right way. And hey, everyone has bad games. Unfortunately, yesterday was one of his. Byron Buxton had been on a home run heater 3 games in a row, all against Cincinnati, while the Brewers and their young pitcher took care of him and the rest of the lineup. So a dominant win by the Brewers. Buxton didn't get that last at bat because they were the Twins were down by so much. They pulled Buxton, so he didn't get one more chance, sadly, at the home run prop. And Nick Kurtz, wow, what a player the Athletics have. Jacob Wilson, of course, having a fantastic breakout season. And all the attention, most of the attention is on him, as it should be. But Nick Kurtz is really making his impact shown. He's now hit a home run in 5 of his last 6 games. Obviously, including cashing for us last night, the plus 450. He had been hitting walk-off homers to win the game, but yesterday he hit it in the first inning. So Pete Armstrong didn't get there. Byron Buxton didn't get there, but Nick Kurtz at plus 450 did get there. So went 1-3, but was still profitable by a little bit. So that was awesome. And then in the CFL, AJ Ouellette, over 57.5 rush yards was easy. He was almost there in the first half. And then, of course, ended up getting, I think, 93 yards. So it was 57.5. After the show, I saw it moved to 66.5. It doesn't matter which one you took. He hit, I believe, 93. So overall, a 2-2 day on the show yesterday. But when you cash a plus 450, 2-2 day is pretty nice. So pretty happy with that. Richie Smash like. Thank you, Richie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now we're going to go into today. And talking about today, it's another windy day. And, you know, there's quite a few games that you could be looking at here. 6 to 7 miles per hour blowing out in the Oriole-Yankee game. 14 to 15 miles right to left strong in the Twins game. 10 to 11 miles per hour out in the St. Louis Cardinals game. I'll skip the Mariners-Cubs because we'll be talking about that soon. There's a dome for the Jays game. It's blowing out in San Francisco. It is blowing in Miami, but they have a dome, so that won't be an issue. Blowing out in San Diego. Small out in Philadelphia. 11 miles per hour out in Colorado. 8 miles per hour out in Los Angeles. Oakland, right to left strong. And then blowing out in LA for the Dodgers game as well. So a lot of other games for you guys to look at besides the 2 games that I'm going to cover. But we'll get into that right now. And first game is first to the 2 hitters. And I know you're looking at it. Cal Rayleigh plus 165. I know. Home run prop plus 165 just isn't a ton of value. Obviously, when you look at Nick Kurtz on the other side, who's plus 450 again, but we'll talk about it in a second here. Cal Rayleigh, 2 home runs yesterday. He leads the Seattle Mariners in home runs. He's hit a home run in 2 of his last 3 games. But as I said, it's really blowing out in Wrigley Field today. And that's why I believe the total is still at 12. I believe it's still at 12. It was at 12 last night. 12 and a half now. So when you're seeing a 12 and a half at Wrigley Field, that's going to kind of explain why we're seeing the odds as they are for Cal Rayleigh. But if he gets a hit, the way the wind's blowing, in my opinion, it's likely going to go out. Cade Horton, the pitcher for the Cubs, has not given up a home run in his last 3 starts, but did give up at least 1 in 3 of his first 4 starts. So hasn't given up a home run in a few starts, but did face Washington, Detroit, and Pittsburgh during that stretch. Pittsburgh, obviously not a home run hitting team. I think Cal Rayleigh can get to him. And then Pete Crow Armstrong let us down yesterday, had an awful game. But I'm not going to hold a grudge and be angry with him. I'm going to go right back to him again here today and bet him to hit a home run again. Because, first of all, the fact that he had such a bad game yesterday really makes me believe that he's going to come to play today. And Emerson Hancock, the pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, he's given up a home run in 2 of his last 3 starts and in 5 of his last 7 starts, including 3 home runs to the Yankees in a game where he really struggled. So now he's going to have to deal with that wind. And I believe a pissed off Pete Crow Armstrong. So we're going to go with Cal Rayleigh. We're going to go with Pete Crow Armstrong. And do you think we're going to not bet Nick Kurtz? I personally bet him the last 2 games. So I bet him the last 2 days. Yeah, I'm going to bet him again. Facing Luis Ortiz, who in his last 2 starts has not pitched very well at all. 2 home runs against Cincinnati, 1 home run against Seattle, 10 earned runs over 10 innings pitched in those 2 starts. So he's got absolutely torched, and now he has to go face this Athletics team. Nick Kurtz, plus 450. You guys know I ride my streaks, and I'm sticking with it here. Let's profit. That's the plan, Richie. That's the plan. Top of the morning. Good morning, Justin. Hope all is well. But yeah, as I said, those are my 3 home run hitters there. If I can point. There we go. Those are. I've been off camera for a while, guys, so bear with me. Those are my 3 home run hitters for today. Like I said, the wind is blowing strong. It's a hot, muggy day. There's going to be a ton of home runs throughout different games. So check out the weather report for other games that you guys might like. But these are my 3 home run hitters for today. Not done yet, though. I've got 2 plays here in the early CFL game, which is at 4 p.m. Eastern, between the Ottawa Red Blacks and Calgary Stampeders. Ottawa around plus 150 road dog at this moment. Calgary Stampeders minus 178, a spread of 3.5 here in this game. And Calgary Stampeders money line is one of my premium plays today. However, I didn't lock it in at minus 170. I got it at minus 115 earlier in the week. The lines move a lot in the CFL. Especially the day before, which is what we're seeing with Calgary minus 3.5. So instead of laying the minus 3.5 at this point, I would go with the team total over 26.5, which I've also locked in here for the Calgary Stampeders. And then we cashed in Dedrick Mills last week. He has a touchdown in each of the first 2 games of this season. So we'll go back to him here. Why am I taking Calgary team total? Well, the Stampeders scored 38 in week 1 and 29 last week. This Ottawa Red Blacks team, they gave up 31 in week 1 and they gave up 39 last week. So Ottawa Redblacks defense is not good. The Ottawa Redblacks on the road are not good. Without their starting quarterback, Calgary Stampeders, they don't have their number one wide receiver for approximately 6 weeks, and Reggie Bedgelton, but they've got other guys. They've got a huge quarterback advantage with Vernon Adams Jr., and then I expect a lot of running. There we go. From Dedrick Mills once again. So we'll take Calgary team total over 26.5. Dedrick Mills anytime touchdown for my 2 CFL plays for today. And that's it. Props from Terry. Don't buy my CFL premium play on the site because, as I said, it's Calgary money line. The line's moved, and I just gave you 2 props there. I do have a premium play, though, in the New York Mets, Philadelphia Phillies game, so you can get that over on Picks and Parlays in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck today. Hopefully a lot of home run hitters. Let's cash. And we will see you guys again for the next episode of Props from Terry. Most likely not tomorrow. Sundays historically have not been a good day with baseball props. A lot of days, Sundays tend to be low scoring games on Sunday. So I may or may not have a show tomorrow morning, but check out the channel. If not, we'll see you guys next week, and best of luck today.